So hi, welcome back to the Noise Podcast. My name is Glory, and today I'm here with
Harrison from Downswing.
Awesome. And today we're going to be chatting about their upcoming album, And Everything Was Dark. So congrats on that, by the way. How do you feel about the response to the announcement so far?
Thank you. I'm so excited. It's been such a long time coming. I can't wait to just get this record out for people to hear. I really can't.
Absolutely. I mean, we're so close. It's so exciting. Obviously, I got the advance for it. This is incredible. The record is fantastic, and I'm so excited for everyone to hear it.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Of course. So is there any meaning behind the album title or cover art?
The title specifically, I guess it was like a happy accident. A lot of the record has to do with my perspective on the state of the world and how it's been the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
It's sad when the news ends every night with, "Hey, we have a good news story tonight." So
Yeah.
that's kind of where I took where I went with the title. Like everything's dark. It's a rough time for the world right now.
Absolutely. And then the cover art.
The cover art, we kind of just wanted to represent that with I think we just used nature like as an example. Like not everything that's beautiful is beautiful always. You know what I mean? So like we had the wolf and the snake as the single art for the 2 singles that came out. So that's kind of where we took the inspiration for the record's cover.
Hell yeah, perfect. And are you able to tell me a little bit about your writing process for this record?
For sure. So like a lot of our writing processes start with like a riff or maybe a line, a melody or something like that. And, we just kind of take it from there. We all kind of have our input with each individual song. And, our drummer, Manny, is like he's like our main guy, right? He does so much for the band. He writes 80% of all the songs. So he'll lay down a structure and then all the rest of us will come in and kind of like tweak and like give our little ideas here and there. And yeah, I mean the songwriting for this record, it like I said, it's been a long time coming. So we've had a lot of these songs done for over a year.
Whoa.
And then to go in and record them in April, and then a 5-month wait until the record comes out. So it's been a long time coming.
I was gonna say, so when did the process for the record start? Did you guys sit down and say, let's start on the record, or was it just something that happened over time? You looked up and you said, oh shit, we have a record ready. When did that start, and then when did you officially wrap it up?
So, originally this was going to be another EP. We were going to do another 4 or 5 song EP.
Yeah.
And then I think our idea was to do like a double release. So a re-release of our last EP, Let This Life Devour You. And we were going to like merge the titles, like as cheesy as that is, like Let This Life Devour You and Everything Was Dark.
Yeah.
So,
no, that's dope as fuck.
Right? So like that was going to be the initial idea. And then we had 7 songs and we were like, wait a minute, like, hold on. Like, we write 3 more songs, we've got a full record on our hands. So I think, so you did kind of mention that. So that's kind of exactly how it went. We had, 6 or 7 songs and we just decided like, hey, let's just do a record. We haven't put a full length out in 5 years. Let's just send it. Let's get this done.
So would you say that there's kind of like a different process or emotions that you feel gearing up to the release for a full length versus an EP, or is it the same kind of jitters, excitement, emotions?
So there's definitely, jitters and excitement. Obviously there'll be that for every release, but this is the first, this is the first full length I've actually ever done my whole life. So I'm super excited, and there's just so much that went into it, like between writing and demoing and then rehashing all the songs, that it's like it's like it carries a big emotional weight. I can't wait, like I literally cannot wait to drop this record.
Hell yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And what song off the record took the longest to write, and which one is your personal favorite?
Ooh, what took the longest to write? Manny might think this is weird, but the track 1, No God to Me, we had written, that was the first song for the whole record that we had written.
Oh wow.
But the original version didn't have a chorus, and we had some stuff like flipped around a little bit. So I would say that one, just because the original structure of the song was written over a year ago. We actually played a couple shows with Left to Suffer and played the original version of that song. So there's somebody out there that's heard the original version to that song.
Yeah, awesome. And then your personal favorite,
Yeah, and then my favorite song on the record has got like it's personally track 9, Letting Go.
Hmm.
I'm really proud of like the vocal work on that song. Like I spent a lot of time like making sure like there's a whole vocal pad at the end, making sure that was awesome and like sounded good and everything was cutting really well.
Hmm.
So personally, that's my favorite song. I'm very proud of that one.
Hell yeah. And how did the track list for the album come about? Did you guys write the opener to be the opener, closer to be the closer? Did you shuffle around and see what fits? What was that process like?
Um, we definitely shuffled the songs around a little bit.
Hmm.
The closing song on the record, Eternal, that was written to be the final song on the record for sure, like
Yeah.
without a doubt. But other than that, it was really just kind of finding the flow, like seeing what flowed well into the next and, trying to find our little like happy medium, our happy spot with that.
Absolutely. So, how long did that process take if it was just kind of shuffling?
Honestly, not long. It was really just like towards the end of recording. We were up in, down in Nashville in April.
Hmm.
And, the last week or so, we kind of just sat down with our producer, Jonathan, and we're like, hey, like, what do you think? And we all had our notes and like writing down like what we think the order should be.
Hmm.
And honestly, a lot of them were really similar. So, and we kind of lucked out. We moved a couple things here and there,
Yeah.
but overall, it was actually a pretty smooth process.
That's great to hear. Hell yeah. And would you be able to tell me where your headspace is at while you're creating the record?
Oh, well, like I said earlier, a lot of it has to do with like my perception on the world and
Yeah.
how bad it's been in the last 5 or 6 years. And
Hmm.
obviously there's a couple songs on there that are a little bit more personal, but um yeah, honestly, it was rough. It was a rough time. I tend to put myself through it when
Hmm.
I'm writing and like trying to make the actual lyrics of the song. For some reason I end up just like, hey, you know what, screw myself, I'm just gonna write the saddest like stuff I can. And it's like
Yeah.
I don't always intend to do that, but
Hmm.
especially with the way like things have been happening throughout the world, it's
Hmm.
like it's almost inescapable. It's hard to get away from.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it was fun, but also like I don't know if this makes sense, but like eye opening a little bit,
Hmm.
like to see, to kind of like understand fully what my perception of the world was
Yeah.
and see it in like my art form. So that was a little strange, but it was I'll say fun just to keep it lighthearted.
No, but you don't have to keep it lighthearted. That's why I'm asking the question so you can make it a little more, I guess not, I don't want to say like personable, but just kind of like this is real shit. You're talking about real
Yeah,
shit. Let's talk about it. Open it up,
yeah.
you know? Yeah.
I mean, but that's really what it was, man. It was just
Hmm.
like perceiving the world and like trying to figure out a way to like mentally get around all of that and like
Hmm.
not necessarily get around it, but like kind of find acceptance with it and know that hey, like that's shit that's going on in the world right now and like
Yeah.
not shy away from it at all.
Hmm.
But like yeah, I don't know, like that, I guess that's where like the totality of it would be.
Yeah. Like kind of just like identifying it and calling it out and kind of
Yeah.
putting a face and a name to it instead of just kind of
Hmm.
walking around it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it like and again it's like a lot of it also is like just trying to navigate through life, like
Hmm.
knowing that all this stuff is happening. It's like, again, it feels inescapable. And I brought it up earlier, but like, how fucked up is it that the news, that main like nightly news,
Yeah.
ends every night with, "Hey, there's good news tonight."
We
Like,
got one good story tonight.
exactly.
Fucking
Like
hell, yeah.
it's bad when they have one good happy news story. It's like,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
And
So
it's
it's
like
like
cat
hard.
was saved from tree or some shit. It's not even
Yeah,
like
some
yeah.
ridiculous thing.
Mhm.
Exactly. So it's like hard to kind of like even get away from. Even social media,
Mhm.
Instagram, X, you can
Yeah.
scroll. It's like one scroll is like, oh yeah, it's the silly,
Mhm.
they're dancing. And then the next scroll is like, oh my God, they're
The world is
fucking
on
like,
fire. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's
Mhm.
terrible. It
It's
really is
absolutely
terrible.
horrible. It is. And how do you recommend your fans listen to this album for the first time? Should they play it in the car with friends, start with headphones on? Should they work out to it? What do you personally recommend?
All of the above. All
Yeah.
all of the
Yeah,
above.
fair,
Just
fair.
listen. If I was to give my own personal twist on it, just listen to it front to back. I think it flows really well. I think like there's a slight story behind it as
Mhm.
a whole. So just listen front to back.
Hell yeah, perfect. And this one should be super, super quick. Off the top of your head, I want you to describe this album for new listeners in 3 words. No more, no less.
3 words,
Yup,
bro.
off the
Oh,
dome. Mm-hmm.
shit, does it have to be like a sentence and make sense, or
No,
can it
no,
just
no.
be
It could
three
be like
words?
3 standalone words. It could be a short sentence. Whatever the fuck you got, I'll take it.
Uh, um, I'd say like emotional,
Mm-hmm.
um, paced, and energy. You could
Hell
use
yeah.
that as a sentence: emotional, paced, energy. They're
That's
like a lot of
perfect.
dynamics. Yeah.
Nailed it. You fucking nailed it. All right. And in the same vein as the last question, but not as much pressure, is there a certain feeling or emotion you want this album to evoke in your listeners?
Oh, I just want if I can help anybody find their way through the struggles they might be facing in life and
Mm-hmm.
help them forget about it for 45 minutes or 5 minutes, depending on what they're listening to,
Mm-hmm.
I will consider it a success. I think like I write songs like, and it's weird to think about it like this. I write songs for me. A lot of it is
Yeah.
my personal release. It's my escape from the world. And,
Mm-hmm.
with the way these 2 singles have been like received already, been getting a few stories from people about how it's helping them get through this or get through that. If
Yeah.
I can that, and it's become more of like real for me in that sense. Like
Mm-hmm.
we all say music has saved, me at a certain point in time, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a very personal thing for people, but like to hear it on the other end, like people are listening to my music and are
Mm-hmm.
saying that, it's hit me pretty hard. So if I could just help people get escape from that, the monotonous game that life is, for a few minutes, then I'll consider it a success for sure.
Hell yeah. And you mentioned earlier that there are quite a couple tracks on this record that are deeply personal. Are you nervous to have those out in the world, or is it that dynamic of this is going to help someone? Someone will be able to connect and hear themselves in this story as well. That kind of eases those nerves.
Yes, a thousand
Mm-hmm.
percent. I'm not nervous whatsoever. I
Mm-hmm.
like that kind of stuff I've been writing about for years now in
Yeah.
multiple different bands. So
Yeah.
like I said, as long as people can take that and put it into their own perspective, I
Mm-hmm.
guess, and kind of like relate it to what they're going through potentially, and it can help them out even just a little bit, that takes away all the nerves I might have about stuff being personal.
Yeah. Damn straight. All right. And are you able to touch on any particularly challenging or standout moments during the creation of the album, positive or negative?
Oh, yeah. So the outro track, Eternal,
Okay.
that song, so that's like kind of an oddball,
Mm-hmm.
with on the record. It's about if Downswing stopped being a band, like
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow.
Oh wow.
Like,
Yeah.
because you never know what could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Something terrible could happen, and we could just stop being a band, on the day our record drops,
Mm-hmm.
per se. But the ending to that song is like a super like window to the soul. Like
Mm-hmm.
that, the ending to that song, um yeah, it's super emotional. And to go in and record it, there's like a whole choir at
Mm-hmm.
the end of that song. And like lyrically, it was hard to like not kind of choke up thinking
Yeah.
about like I'm the one representing the boys during this moment, and
Yeah.
it's like I knew it was a super powerful moment for all of us because we've gone through times where it's like, hey, should we hang it up? Is it time?
Mm.
We're all
Yeah.
getting older. Manny just bought a house, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? And so I think like that one, and I think it's a positive, like definitely a positive, but it was really emotional. I remember like finishing a few takes and like just a single tear would drop, and I
Damn.
just feel like,
Yeah.
damn, like it's super powerful. And like
Mm-hmm.
I know that's like Chris and Manny, that's their favorite song on the record. So for me, I knew I had to go in and fucking just like power down and nail that stuff.
Yeah. You had to
So
lock
that
in.
would be my answer for that. That
Yeah.
was that
Big
was a
one.
fun one.
Hell yeah. Perfect. Oh, and for this question, I want you to picture you're on tour. You're at a gas station for a rest stop. You're going in. What is your snack of choice?
Joyce. Oh, the rollers, dude. One of the taquito
Oh, the
rollers, bro.
taquitos and hot
Yeah,
dogs and shit.
man.
Fuck yeah. You got a favorite
Yup.
flavor?
Pepper jack, dude. The pepper jack cheese ones,
Mm-hmm.
bomb.
Bomb.
Bro, bomb.
Yeah, that's just crazy. That it has my stomach bubbling though, but I go back every time. I can't.
Hey, same here. No
Mm-hmm.
complaints though. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. They got those rollers. I'm buying them.
Exactly. I
Bet
don't
your
care
ass.
what time it is, bro. I'm getting one of those. Yeah. Yeah. The steak and cheese one. Oh,
So good.
oh my
So
God.
good.
Shout out. Shout out. It's crazy. I used to be an advocate. I used to be against the rollers, because I never had them. But I was like,
Oh,
ew, that's so, why would you eat that? And then my friend and I bought like 12 in one sitting. Changed my life. It
yeah.
changed my fucking life.
Yeah. You
Shit's
just sit there
crazy.
like, hey, these aren't so
No,
bad. These aren't
actually,
so bad.
these people might have a point. They might have and they're so cheap. It's good. It's great. It's perfect.
Oh
And
yeah.
on the topic of food, if the band was a dish, what dish would the band be and why?
Whoa. I love that question. Oh
Thank you.
God. There has to be like a bunch of ingredients because we're all so different.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna say like chicken parm, like a
Ooh.
plate of pasta and chicken parm.
Yeah.
Anyone can enjoy that, man. Anyone
Yeah.
can enjoy that. There's enough stuff in there,
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
diverse enough.
Exactly. Mixing it up. Hell yeah. And for the last couple questions, we're actually gonna shift away from music, if that's okay with you. Cool. Hell yeah. And we're actually gonna go straight to death row. So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be
Whoa.
with a drink?
Whoa,
Mm-hmm.
this is sick. Okay,
Yeah.
shit. Uh, it would probably. I mean, this is awful. That's awful. It would probably be like a compilation of like a bunch of Taco Bell items.
Oh, no, that's not bad. That's not bad at
Just
all.
get it in one last time, dude. Give
Mm-hmm.
me like one of everything,
Yeah.
and I'll take it.
God,
And
that's
a
crazy.
crisp Baja Blast.
Mm. Mm-hmm. I'm right there with you. That's good. That's a good pick. And if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
One fictional world.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Any world that has world peace, bro. Any
Yeah.
world where there's nothing fucking astronomical going on would be great for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Just something easy. Yeah. Stress
Yeah.
free.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
Somewhere where I won't have to think too hard about being friendly to everybody.
There you go. Damn straight. And I have the honor of asking the last question. Every single person I've spoken to has actually said it is the most important question.
Ooh.
What is your favorite color?
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite color?
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple? You got a specific shade of purple?
Purple. No. Any purple. Like I like a nice light purple, nice lavender, like light purple.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's peaceful.
Damn straight. All right. And as I said, that's all the questions I have for you today. Is there anything you would like to plug?
Oh, just listen to our new record, And Everything Was Dark. It comes out October 24th. We're going to be on tour November and December with Great American Ghost, Wrist Meets Razor, and Salt Wound, full U.S. If we're coming to a city near you, come check us out.
Hell yeah. Killer tour. That's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Have fun, be safe, all that shit. Thank you so much for sitting down with me. This has been Harrison from Downswing, and I have been the Good Noise Podcast.